My name is Jeffrey Kennedy and welcome to Elliott Wave Junctures. Today we're going to examine where fourth waves most often terminate. And we're going to apply three guidelines to actually help us identify just that. We're going to examine Fibonacci retracements. We're going to examine the Elliott wave guideline concerning the depth of corrective waves. And we're also going to look at wave relationships. Now the first slide here, this is Coca-Cola. This is a 120-minute price chart. And as you can see, I'm working an impulsive move off the actual high. Waves 1, 2, 3, and this is wave 4. Now the most common Fibonacci retracement for a fourth wave is a 382 multiple of wave 3. That is the most common. Even so, shallower and deeper Fibonacci retracements occur. Sometimes, for example, if you're working a contracting triangle, you'll see a very shallow Fibonacci retracement, i.e., say 0.236. If the move is quicker or deeper, you'll see a 50% retracement, as you do here in Coca-Cola. So that's guideline number one. The most common Fibonacci retracement for a fourth wave is a 382 multiple of wave 3. Next, let's look at the guideline concerning the depth of the corrective waves. That simply states that whenever a five-wave move is complete, a retracement occurs that pushes prices back into the span of travel of the prior fourth wave, most often ending near its terminus. In this instance here, in Coke, the previous fourth wave comes into play at 38.55. This is the previous fourth wave extreme within wave 3. So we now have two levels we can actually look for prices to travel to in wave 4 and then reverse from in wave 5. That would be 38.42 and then 38.55. Next, we can actually look a little bit closer at the price chart and look at the wave relationships specific within wave 4. For example, in this instance here, we have a move up in wave A, a decline in wave B, and then another advance in wave C. Well, at 38.37, that's where wave C equals a 618 multiple of wave A. Now, in most instances, when it comes to zigzags and flat corrections, the most common relationship we tend to find is equality, where wave C equals the distance traveled in wave A. Sometimes we see a bit larger multiple, 1.382. In this instance, it's a shallower multiple or a shorter multiple, 0.618. But the whole idea is to combine each one of these guidelines to give us an area to look for prices to travel to and then reverse from in wave 4 and then down in wave 5. Let's go through the procedure again, but let's look at a daily price chart of MGM. Now first we're going to look at the Fibonacci retracements. We see that at 11.11, that's the 382 retracement of wave 3. At 11.81, that's the 50% retracement of wave 3. Well, notice where prices have recently traveled to, i.e. last week. We went up to this extreme here, very close to the 50% retracement, and appear to be coming down. Next, let's examine where the previous fourth wave extreme comes into play. That comes into play at 11.72. Very near our 50% retracement level of 11.81. And then finally we'll look at the wave relationships within wave 4, and we can see that at 11.61, that's where wave C equals the distance traveled in wave A. So this area right here between 11.61 and 11.81 is an ideal area for prices to travel to in wave 4 and then reverse from in wave 5. That about does it for today.